Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead Current Affair channel, and today we will discuss very important current affairs of 9th of October 2020. You can see there are two very important pictures, and these are very two important news, but we will discuss 5 to 6 very important current affairs today, and today's news are very important, so guys please watch the video till the end. And first of all, I want to discuss with you one thing, that is Affairs Cloud subscription. You can buy our Affairs Cloud subscription by two methods. That is by visiting our website, that is affairscloud/current affair, or you can directly go to the description box. There is a video link. You can directly subscribe our current affairs by visiting this link. What you will get in the subscription, you will get the daily current affairs, you will get weekly current affairs, you will get weekly test. This is very important to evaluate yourself, and there are monthly PDFs, and there are 5 monthly PDFs, and every PDF has different structure and different vision for the students. Like current affairs question and answer, this is the top 100 questions of the month, and banking, finance and economy PDF, this is very useful for the IBPS students or who are preparing for the banking exams. And a current affair pocket PDF is very useful for the revision of the current affair. So there are 5 PDFs every month. It will be sent on your email, and these current affairs are provided for 1 year subscription, and this subscription will end till December 2020. It means the subscription will end on December 2020, and these all current affairs, 1 year current affairs, are provided at very minimal cost, and on that minimal cost we are providing 10% extra discount. If you are using this code, that is ASH10, then these current affairs will be at very minimal cost. And guys, let's start today's current affair, that is the 9th of October, and here is our first news. Indian government launched first ever brand and logo for which Indian crop? Mark under very important section. This is very important question, because a name of a brand and a logo is launched by the Indian government. I am giving you hint about the ministry. Which ministry launched this? This is launched by basically Smriti Zubin Irani, that is the Union Minister for Textile. Now it is related to textile, but if you eliminate rubber, then these three crops related to textile, that is cotton, jute and the hemp. But they released a brand and the logo for the crop cotton. Remember this crop cotton. India is very famous for the premium cotton, and premium cotton of India is known as the Kasturi cotton. But it is known as Kasturi cotton. Remember this also, because it will represent you can say brightness, softness, purity of the Indians. So it is very important, because Indian premium cotton is exported to Europe at the time of the colonization. So it is very important crop, and even today 23% of the world cotton is produced by India. 23% of the world cotton, guys, produced by India, and India produces 51% of the total organic cotton production in the world. And India, Maharashtra and the Gujarat are very famous for the cotton production, because Maharashtra is very famous because of the black soil present in the Maharashtra. So remember guys, this is a cotton, and it is a brand and logo launched by the Indian government. And who is the Union Minister? I already told you, Union Minister for Textile is Smriti Zubin Irani. So you can see here Smriti Irani, and here is the logo of the Kasturi Cotton India. So remember, I told you so many things about cotton. That is cotton is also known as the silver fiber. So remember this also. Jute is known as the golden fiber, and cotton is known as the silver fiber. And maximum production, that is in Maharashtra and the Gujarat. So remember this also. So move to next question. Who launched National Clinical Management Protocol based on Ayurveda and Yoga for management of COVID-19? Because Ayurveda and Yoga can enhance your immunity so that you can fight with the COVID-19 situation. So this is not a very important question, and it is very simple, because it is related to Ayurveda and Yoga. It is released, or it is launched by Union Minister of Health, that is Harshvardhan ji, and Union Minister of Ayush, that is the you can say Minister of State Independent Charge, that is the Shripad Yesso Naik ji. So answer will be the both A and B. It means both launched this campaign, that is the National Clinical Management Protocol, so that this Ayurveda and Yoga can enhance your immunity to fight with the COVID-19 situation. And what about Ayush? You all know Ayush means A stands for Ayurveda, Y stands for Yoga and the neuropathy, U stands for the Unani, and S stands for the Siddha, H stands for the homeopathy. So this is the meaning of the Ayush. So remember this is asked in so many exams. So remember this also. So nothing more in the news. So remember this also. Ayurveda and yoga for COVID-19. This is Harshvardhan ji and this is Yasonayak ji. So remember this. Moving to next question. Zurich Airport International signed an agreement with UP government, that is the Uttar Pradesh government, for designing, building and operating of which international airport? It means the Zurich airport, that is in Switzerland, that international airport will construct, will design, will operate Indian International Airport that is situated in UP. So what is the answer, guys? Tell me answer in within 5 seconds. And it was in news and it was covered by every newspaper. And friends, it is a 40-year concession agreement with the grants license to Zurich Airport for designing, building and operating the international airport. And this international airport is Jewar International Airport. It is also known as the Noida International Airport. So remember, Jewar International Airport, that is also known as the Greater Noida International Airport or the Noida International Airport. So it will be designed or built by the Zurich Airport International. So remember this. This is very important. Mark under very important section. And Kushinagar International Airport, that is also in UP, and it is recently announced as international airport. So there are now 3 international airports in the UP, that is Kushinagar, Chaudhary Charan Singh International, that is in Lucknow, Lal Bahadur Shastri International Airport, that is in Varanasi. But now if we include this Jewar International Airport, then it will become 4 international airports in the UP. So if you belongs to UP, then this news is very important for you. Even it is the most important. If you are not from UP or you are preparing for the national affairs, then it is very important news for you guys. So remember this also. And Uttar Pradesh state is very, very important because maximum seats of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha consist of the UP. You can see 80 seats from the UP in the Lok Sabha and 31 seats in the Rajya Sabha. That is the maximum in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Remember this. So there is a very important national park in there. That is the Dudhwa National Park in the Uttar Pradesh. So there is one atomic power station in Uttar Pradesh, that is the Narora Atomic Power Station. So this is again very important. Narora Atomic Power Station. This is the nuclear power station. So this is very important. Narora, Dudhwa National Parks, 80 seats and the 31 seats in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha respectively. So remember this also. So this is about the Uttar Pradesh. So Zurich International signed pact to the Jewar Airport so that the Jewar Airport can be designed by this Zurich International. You can be asked by the country. So a country is the Switzerland. Zurich is in which country? That is in Switzerland. Move to next question. Narendra Modi ji launched which campaign for following COVID-19 appropriate behavior? This is not so much important because it is related to the COVID-19 and it is on the daily basis that Prime Minister Modi ji focusing on these mantras, and it is like a campaign which was started by the Narendra Modi ji. And according to this appropriate behavior, it means the awareness campaign will promote COVID-19 behavior ahead of the coming festival season and the reopening of the economy. So Prime Minister Modi ji asked the citizen to wear mask, wash hands, follow social distance and practice 2 gaj ki duri, a distance of the 2 yards. So this is the mantra that is Modi ji giving day by day. So this is on the repeated sense. So it is not so much important, but the name is important. That what is the name of the campaign that Modi ji gave about this campaign, and the name is the Jan Andolan. So remember this, not Jag Andolan, it is the Jan Andolan. Jan means that is the people, Andolan means that is the Satyagraha, and it is the Jan Andolan. So it is just to awareness about the COVID-19 situation, and because the festival season is upcoming, so that's why the behavior campaign is about the wear mask, wash hands, follow social distance, or the a distance of the 2 yard. So nothing important, just remember the name, that is the Jan Andolan. Going to next question. You can see here in the picture that Jan Andolan for COVID-19 appropriate behavior, that is launched by Prime Minister Modi ji. Next question is, recently S. Jaishankar, that is our foreign minister, or you can say external affairs minister, participated in the second Quad held in the Quad means Quadrilateral Security Dialogue in Tokyo, because he visited Tokyo on the 6 to 7 October. There is a 2-day trip in the Tokyo of S. Jaishankar. Which countries are part of Quad with India? And this is very important, mark under very important section, because so many countries want to join this quadrilateral group. Quadrilateral means there are 4 countries. So one is the India, and rest of the 3 you have to tell me. So why this quadrilateral group was formed by the 4 countries? Because they want to basically maintain a free, open and inclusive trade in the Indo-Pacific region, or you can simply say they can they want to reduce the influence of the China in the Indo-Pacific area. So that's why they want to form a group, that is the Quadrilateral Group. And with India, there are three more countries, that is Australia, Japan, and the USA. These of these four countries are known as the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue. And this is the second meeting, because first meeting took place in 2019, and it was held in New York, USA. But it is the second meeting, so it is held in Tokyo. So remember, where the Quad meeting is held, that is in the Tokyo, Japan. And first meeting was held in September 2019, and it was in New York. All four countries discuss about the issues related to connectivity, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, and regional issues of the mutual interest. They also discussed about the maritime safety and security, health security, and the counter-terrorism security. So these are basic the every aspect they touched in this meeting about the from health to terrorism. So this is very important, because you have to just know about the quadrilateral group, Quad group, that is the Australia, Japan, USA, or India. And you all know about Japan. Japan Prime Minister is Yoshihide Suga, and capital is Tokyo, currency is yen. That is very simple. So you can remember this. And you can also remember one thing, that idea of Quad, where it comes from. Idea of Quad was given by the Japan Prime Minister, that was Shinzo Abe. So it was the idea of the Japan Prime Minister, and it was given in the year 2007. So this is very important, and first meeting took place in 2019. So huge difference between the idea and the first meeting held. So there is a 12-year gap between the two areas. So you can see here Quad foreign countries or the ministers, that is US, Australia, India, and Japan meeting to discuss over ensuring free and open Indo-Pacific. You can see here that is the Yoshihide Suga, that is the S. Jaishankar. Moving to next question. Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, that is the IRCTC, signed a pact with which company to book train tickets on online platform. Now this company, whichever it is out of four, they can sell the tickets of the railway, that is the IRCTC, on their online platform. So you have to tell me, that is very simple question and very important question, that this online platform now can sell the tickets of IRCTC on their online platform. Now it is very simple question, and it is, guys, Amazon, because Amazon is not selling tickets of the railway, but now on IRCTC signed a pact with the Amazon, so now Amazon can sell the tickets of railway on the online platform or on the app or on the website. To attract the customer, Amazon also has waived the service and the payment gateway transaction charges for the introductory period, so that maximum to maximum customers can reach the Amazon platform to buy the tickets of the railway. But they are also even selling more things like flights, bus, and the train. Now all the platform, all the you can say traveling tickets you can purchase through the Amazon. Now this is very important, mark under very important section, and it is very simple question, and you should know the answer, that is the Amazon. So you can see here Amazon and IRCTC partner to ticket reservation on the Amazon platform. And guys, what about Amazon? Amazon is very important. Amazon founder is Jeff Bezos. Remember this, Jeff Bezos, and headquarters in Washington, United States. So remember this. Moving to next question, and it is from picture, and it mark under important section, that Jammu and Kashmir Bank extends RK Chibber, that is the CMD. So they extended the term for the 6 months. It means Reserve Bank of India extended the term of that is the Rajesh Kumar Chibber as the chairman and managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank for another 6 months with effective from the 10th of October 2020. It means now he will retire, or you can say he will retire on 10th of April 2021, or you can say simply in April 2021. So this is important. So mark under important section, not very important, but it is a Jammu Kashmir Bank. So that's why I marked it in the important section. And they extended the term for the 6 months. And you have to remember this, that who is the chairman and the managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank? That is the RK Chibber. That is the full name is the Rajesh Kumar Chibber. And headquarters in Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. And I already told you about the chairman and managing director. So remember this news and mark under important section. Next question. Sadyar Japarov elected as the acting prime minister of which country? because recently the country's former prime minister, that is the Kubatabek Bornov, resigned, and new acting prime minister is elected. Basically, it is acting because elections are taking place in November, so that's why there is a acting prime minister. So, guys, tell me, I am talking about which country? And I am talking about the country Kyrgyzstan. So remember, that is the Kyrgyzstan. So what about Kyrgyzstan? That new acting prime minister is the Sadyar Zaprov. Remember this. No need to remember the president, only remember the prime minister. Capital is Bishkek. So remember this. Capital is Bishkek, and currency is the Som. Currency is the Som. That is the Kyrgyzstani Som. So remember, I am talking about the country Kyrgyzstan. Capital is Bishkek and currency is the Som. And who is the prime minister? That is the Sadyar Zaprov. Who resigned? That is the Kubatabek Bornov. So how you will remember? Because it is also starting with K and it is also starting with V. Who resigned? So remember this. That is the Sadyar Zaprov. I repeated 4 or 5 times because I am repeating again and again because it will go to your brain directly. So that's why I am repeating again and again. So Sadyar Zaprov appointed Kyrgyzstan Prime Minister. So remember his picture, his face and name. That is the Sadyar. So how you will remember this news? Because there is a word sad. So it is a very sad news that he is appointed as acting Prime Minister. So you can remember by this also. Now, most important question, guys, who is appointed as the new deputy director of the RBI? Because after the resignation of the Viral Acharya, there is a one position vacant as a deputy governor, because there are 4 deputy governors of the RBI according to the RBI Act of 1934 and Indian Banking Regulation Act of the 1949. So there are 4 positions and 3 are also filled. Now only one was left. So new deputy governor of RBI. Mark under most important question, guys. Most important question. In the March 2020, there was one more deputy governor, that was NS Vishamnathan. He was also resigned. That's why the one position was vacant, and Viral Acharya was also resigned. That's why there was another position vacant, but one was filled and one was vacant. So now one position which was vacant by the NS Vishamnathan, now it was filled by the M. Rajeshwar Rao. So answer is C, guys. C answer. Remember this, M. Rajeshwar Rao. He is also currently serving as the executive director of the RBI. Now he become the new deputy governor of the RBI. So remember M. Rajeshwar Rao. So remember by RR, that is RBI. So RBI also starts with R and RR also starts with R. So M. Rajeshwar Rao. I am repeating M. Rajeshwar Rao. Repeated 5 to 6 times. So remember this. And these all 3, like you can see Bibu Prasad Kango, Mahesh Kumar Jain or Michelle Debapatra. So these are also the deputy governors of RBI. So these 4 options are very important because these all 4 are the deputy governors of RBI. Now mark this under very important section. Take a screenshot, write it, remember it or learn it. That who are the 4 deputy governors. Now all the 4 options includes all the deputy governors of the RBI. So remember this. So government appoints M. Rajeshwar Rao as the deputy governor of RBI, and remember his picture. So you can remember. Now next question. Who is appointed as the new prime minister of the Jordan? Because in the 2-3 days back, if you see, we covered this news that a prime minister of Jordan resigned. So there is a new prime minister name now. So you have to tell me who is the prime minister and who resigned. You can also tell by the option, because I covered the resignation prime minister name under this option. So guys, tell me answer. This is not so much simple question, but mark under very important question, because the names are so difficult of this country's person. So that's why it is not very simple question. And answer is, that is Bishr al-Khashwani. Bishr al-Khashwani. So remember his name, that is the Bishr al-Khashwani. And who was the older prime minister? It means the former prime minister who resigned as a prime minister of Jordan. That is the Omar al-Razaz. So remember the name, Omar al-Razaz. And guys, what is the capital of Jordan? Capital of Jordan is Amman. Remember this. And what is the currency? That is the Jordanian dinar. So remember Jordanian dinar. So capital you have to remember, and the name, that is the Bishr al-Khashwanish. Bishr al-Khashwanish. Now you can see the picture, that is the Bishr al-Khashwanish appointed as the Jordan prime minister. So remember. Move to next question. On which day Indian Air Force Day is celebrated? Mark under most important day. Mark under most important day, guys. On which day Indian Force Day is celebrated? So I think you have seen the exercises of the Air Force Day. That is Rafael also included under this Air Force Day celebration. And guys, tell me which day is celebrated as the Indian Force Day, Indian Air Force Day, because it is the 88th anniversary. It is the 88th anniversary of the Indian Air Force Day, because Air Force was included, you can say Air Force in India was officially added in 1932, and it was 88th celebration of the Indian Air Force. So remember this, it is the 88th anniversary, and included in 1932, Air Force added in 1932, and this celebration took place in the Hindon Air Force Station in the Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Hindon Air Force Station of Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh. Remember 3 or 4 things. I am repeating all the things. First, you have to remember this is the 88th Indian Air Force Day, and this was included in 1932. That's why it is the 88th. Second thing, and third thing, it was held in celebration held in Hindon Air Force Station in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. And with COVID restriction, it was celebrated in Ghaziabad, that is the Hindon Air Force Station. These are 3 things which you have to remember. And fourth thing that is more important, celebrated on 8th of October 2020. So remember this, 8th October is the day of the Indian Air Force Day. And one more important thing, that it is the Rafael's first public appearance since arrival in India. It is the Rafael's first public appearance since arrival in India. So remember this. And who is currently Chief of Air Staff? That is IAF, Chief of Air Staff. It is Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhaduria. So remember Rakesh Kumar Bhaduria. I think all students know about this. That is who is currently the Chief of Air Staff, Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhaduria. Headquarter of the IAF is the Indian Air Force is the New Delhi. So remember these all the things. So you can see here Indian Air Force Day, that is the 8th of October 2020. If you are confusing on the day, how you will remember? You can remember in October there are 2O, and by combining 2O it will become 8. So you can remember the 8th of October, that is the Indian Air Force Day. Now next question, it is very important, mark under very important section, because the prediction of the contraction of Indian GDP is predicted by the World Bank. This is a very important organization. All you know, headquarters in Geneva. That is very important. Sorry, World Bank headquarter is not in Geneva, that is in the Washington DC, not in Geneva. That is I am talking about the World Bank, that is the Washington DC. So correct this. And they predicted the Indian GDP expected to contract by 9.6%. So remember the World Bank prediction is 9.6%, 9.6%. So I will cover one video, or I will make a one video for this type of the contractions by the different organizations. I will soon make this video for the contractions of the economy, and who predicted how much contraction of the Indian economy in the 2020-21. So remember World Bank is the 9.6%. Move to next question. Which state government entered into partnership with Israel to establish a center of excellence on high value vegetables in the state? So mark under very important section, because I already told you, if state government is launching any scheme or establishing a pact with any country or any state, then it is very important. And state news are very important because it will be generally asked in the questions. So remember the state government name with the Israel, who is getting a pact with the Israel for the high value vegetables in the state. So why this type of the pact is signed with the Israel? Because Israel is much focused on the high value vegetables and the water management system. So this state also want to pact with Israel so that they can also focus on high value vegetables and the water management, and they can enhance the income of their state farmers. So this is very important. And because it is related to state, so mark under very important. And the state is, guys, Meghalaya. So remember the name of the state, that is the Meghalaya. There are 3 very important hills, that is the Garo, Khasi, Jaintia hills in the Meghalaya. And Meghalaya has the highest number of scheduled tribes, percentage wise highest number of scheduled tribes, that is in the Meghalaya. And population wise, that is the Madhya Pradesh. Population wise Madhya Pradesh, otherwise it is Meghalaya. And Meghalaya is very famous for its biosphere reserve. That is very important biosphere reserve in Meghalaya, that is the Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. Remember guys, Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. Now how the pact with the Israel will initiate? It will initiate in the two phases. Phase 1, that is the focus on seasonal and high value vegetables and water management through small multi ponds or the reservoirs for irrigation, fishery, etc. Second phase will cover focus on expand the research and development of the citrus fruits. So there are two things. One is the high value and vegetables, and second is the citrus fruit, so that the state farmer income, or you can say the diverse biodiversity or the available resources of the state, can be used in terms of the soil and the agroclimatic condition, and the state farmers income automatically will rise. So this is very important, and this is very important step taken by the Meghalaya government. So guys, remember Meghalaya and the Israel. And who is the chief minister of Meghalaya? That is the Konark K. Sangma. Konark K. Sangma. So remember this. And there is a very important biosphere reserve. I already told you, that is the Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. It is also a national park, Nokrek National Park, and there is also a Balfakram National Park. So remember this, Balfakram National Park. It is also in Meghalaya. You can see here Meghalaya partnering with Israel for Center for Excellence for the fruits, citrus fruits, and the high value and vegetables. So remember this. Move to next question. What is the name of the only Mexican scientist to receive the Nobel Prize in Chemistry who recently passed away? So mark under important question because it is related to the Mexican country. So we are not marking under the very important section. But he is the only person who received Nobel Prize in the chemistry from Mexico, and he recently passed away. So guys, tell me what is the answer. Tell me answer within 5 seconds. And this is not so much simple question, but you can answer by hit and trial method, or if you are already read this news, then this is very simple for you. And guys, answer is very simple. That is the Mario Molina. Remember this, Mario Molina. Mario Molina, and not lady. He's a basically, and I am talking about he. So it means Mario Molina. You can see the picture of the Mario Molina, and Mexico Chemistry Nobel Prize. He dies at the age of 77, and he received the Nobel Prize in 1970. Not 1970, guys. It is 1995. I am changing the color. 1995. So remember this. 1995. 1970. I am talking about 1970 because he researched on the damage of ozone layer. So in 1970 he researched on that, but he received the Nobel Prize in 1995. So remember, he received the Nobel Prize in 1995. But he's the only Mexican scientist of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. So remember Mario Molina name. That is a new name, and this is an interesting name. So remember this. Move to next question and mark under important section that former director of the CBI, former governor of Manipur and Nagaland, that is the Ashwini Kumar, passed away. He committed suicide, and he belongs to the Himachal Pradesh area, and he was IPS officer of 1973 batch of the Himachal Pradesh cadre itself. But he committed suicide and was found dead in the residence in the Shimla. But you have to remember one or two things. He was former director of the CBI. He was former governor of the Manipur and the Nagaland between 2013 and 14. And he served as the CBI director for a time period of the 2 years. He was also Director General of Police of Himachal Pradesh. So if you belong to Himachal Pradesh, then remember this news. This is very important for the Himachal Pradesh guys, because this person belongs to the Himachal Pradesh cadre, and he was also DGP of the Himachal Pradesh between 2006 and 2008. It means 2 years he was appointed as the Director General of Police of the Himachal Pradesh. He was also the governor of the Nagaland and the Manipur. So remember the name, that is the Ashwini Kumar. Ashwini Kumar. Move to next question, and it is from picture. That is the World Sight Day. That is on the 8th October 2020. World Sight Day. So it means you can see with better eyes. That's why there is a name, that is the World Sight Day on October 8th, and the theme is Hope in Sight. Hope in Sight. So basically, why this day is celebrated, because it is just to create awareness globally about blindness and vision impairment. So remember this, there are two things to create awareness globally about blindness and the vision impairment, and it is celebrated worldwide by the World Health Organization because it is related to the health. So remember, World Health Organization is in Geneva, and theme of the World Sight Day is the Hope in Sight. But this day is not so much important, but remember the 8th October, that is the World Sight Day. Now, how you will remember this day? This is a bad time question, because if the examiner is so much rude, then he can ask this type of question. But you can relate it with the Indian Air Force Day. If your sight is good, yeah, then you can fly a plane on the Indian Air Force Day. So you can remember this. If your sight is good, then you can fly a plane on the Indian Air Force Day. So this is on the 8th of October. So remember, both the days are on 8th of October. Now this is a new section we will covering from today, that is not to remember news but just read this type of news. That one is the poverty and shared prosperity 2020, that is the reversal of fortune. This is a name of a report which is released by World Bank, and according to this report that 150 million people will be pushed into extreme poverty by the end of 2021 because they are out of work and it is due to COVID-19. So 150 million people globally pushed into the extreme poverty by the end of 2020. Because from the 5 to 6 decades, you can remember that before 50, or you can check the time period that from the last 50 to 60 years, poverty is decreasing all over the world. But according only one continent or the one area, that is the sub-Saharan area, sub-Saharan Africa area, in that area poverty rise, but all over world poverty decrease. But now there is a there are chances due to COVID-19 poverty again can rise. So this is a new thing you can say released by the World Bank. Now second is the National Bank of Agriculture and Rural Development, that is the NABARD, signed a pact with the State Bank of India to extend credit support for various NABARD projects. So this is not so much important because that's why I covered, not to remember, just read. Now next is the SJVN Limited, that is a Himachal based company, signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of India for the year 2020-21 that it will produce so much electricity generation that no one will be deprived from electricity, and they will generate the 968 million units of the electricity generation. So don't remember these news, just read, so that in the bad time you can cover by the option. So this is for that section. So guys, this is all for today. I think if you like this video, then you have to subscribe this channel, and please provide 300 likes so that we can make more videos on the different content. And it is a FairCloud promise that it will boost your confidence on the general awareness section. And it is my personal promise that if you watch the videos for 1 month, it means you are watching the videos for 1 month regularly. And if you are reading the current affairs of Affairs Cloud PDF, then your current affairs section will go strong and your accuracy will improve in the current affairs section. And thank you guys for watching this video, and take care.